Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here. We're here at a little church office at New Life Pentecostal Church in Albany, Georgia. Normally do these at my home, and we've got a church office at home as well. And we're looking at In Search of Holiness by Dr. David Bernard and then his mother, Sister Loretta Bernard, who just went on to her reward. Now, this book was written several years ago in the 1980s, but it is still pertinent today. Sister Bernard, what a great lady of God, missionary to Korea she was with her husband, Elton Bernard. I had the great privilege of having them as my teachers at Jackson College of Ministry, as well as their son, Brother David Bernard, who's now the head of the United Pentecostal Church International. If you want to know about holiness, this and the subsequent book, Volume 4 in the Pentecostal Theology series, Practical Holiness, A Second Look, is absolutely essential. As a matter of fact, people in the denominational world, professors at accredited colleges say, I've heard it, they say this is their go-to books on holiness. If anybody asks what holiness is, they just give them these books because it is fantastic. Let's look at what some of these subjects are. I did want to say this originally came out in 1981. Tough to believe this is 36 years old, and the revised edition 2006. But what is holiness? The Christian life, Christian attitudes, the tongue, the unruly member, the eye, the light of the body, scriptural apparel and adornment. Yes, God does care how we dress. It's all throughout the scripture. Of course, he's more concerned with the inside. Doesn't mean he's not concerned with the outside. Biblical truths concerning hair, which all Christians believed in unison basically for almost 2,000 years. Just been a recent invention where 1 Corinthians 11 is put by the wayside. The temple of God, healthy sexual relationships according to Scripture, abstaining from bloodshed, honesty and integrity, authority and organization in the church, fellowship and alliances, worship, emotions and music, worldly pleasures, practical suggestions. He's got things on here about television, rock music, and his on television from page 86 to 102 is absolutely fantastic. So this is current events right here. Just because most of the mega churches aren't talking about holiness, and when they do, they don't really talk about holiness the way they need to, it doesn't mean it's not scriptural. Read it. You might be surprised at how balanced and how beautifully, wonderfully scriptural it is. We serve a holy God. Without holiness, no man shall see the Lord. It's the will of God our whole body, soul, and spirit be sanctified holy till Jesus comes again. And so this is a great book, one of the best books, if not the very best book on this subject I have ever seen. God bless you. Love you. Keep living for Jesus Christ.